Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for November 29th. We're currently looking at the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair closed even on Friday after dipping over 100 pips, moved much lower, did pull back prior to the close, closed even for the session. Had a small gap, nothing significant at the open today. We are looking for this pair to start moving sideways. Has a bias to the downside still, but after this long pullback, I do anticipate it moving higher. Now, we are looking for this pair to potentially move as high as 87.46, possibly as low as 84.20. Now, look for some resistance around 87.00 and look for some support around 84.75. Now, let's switch over to the Euro-USD pair. This particular pair, there we go. This particular pair closed down after moving much lower, pulled back a significant amount prior to the close. It did gap up. We are looking for the completion of that gap or the fill of that gap prior to Friday's close. Looks like it's going to happen within the next couple of hours. Now, we are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 150.89, possibly as low as 147.61. Look for some resistance around 150.50 and look for some support around 149.50. Okay, let's take a look at the pound US dollar pair. This particular pair closed down on Friday, did close right at previous support, but moved much lower. We are looking for this pair to continue moving sideways with a bias to the downside. Look for it to potentially move as high as 166.19, possibly as low as 161.75. Look for some resistance around 165.75 and look for some support around 164.50. Okay, now looking at the US Swiss, this pair moved much higher, moved back into the range, but did pull back significantly prior to the close. Is moving sideways with a bias that is somewhat sideways. Look for it to continue that move sideways. Now, excuse me, we are looking for it to potentially move as high as 10229, possibly as low as 0.9969. Look for some resistance around 10175 and look for some support around 0.9975. Okay, now as far as news announcements go, we have the Canadian dollar releasing their GDP for the third quarter at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. There's no consensus on this. The previous was negative 3.4%. Now if the number comes out better than that, obviously that'd be good news for the Canadian dollar. Now we also have the Reserve Bank of Australia releasing their interest rate decision at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Consensus on this one is that they're going to move rates from 3.50 or 3.50% to 3.75%. If this does occur, that's just going to spur on the carry trade that has come back in full force and is still moving the Australian dollar higher. So if this increase does occur, we can just see that that's going to continue. Now, as far as what I'm looking at during this next session, we have the US-Japanese yen pair. This pair moved a significant amount on Friday. The range was around the 200 pip mark. It was a very large range. It did close even, which makes me think at the end of this long run down and the fact that it pulled all the way back up, that we could get a reversal here. If we do get a reversal, I'm looking to buy in at about this level and looking to sell out at about this level. Let me clean that up a little bit for you. Basically looking at that high there and at this low. Those are both off just by a little bit, but basically taking this session's high to buy in, maybe 1 pip above it, and then taking this session's low and looking to exit 1 pip before that. Overall, you're looking at about an 80 pip move 84, 85 pip move between the two. If we get a reversal, we can definitely see that kind of movement in one session. So definitely keep an eye on that. The pair did gap up, which means typically it would move down, but it's already, one, it didn't gap that much, and two, it's already moved down through that gap. So I could definitely see it moving higher, looking for a buy, and then looking to exit. Well, that pretty much wraps us up for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.